I need to decorate my wall.
Okay, here we go. Can you guys all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, if you are watching a video, especially Misty. Hi, Misty. Welcome to our monthly meeting for February, which just even sounds crazy to even say. I'm going to run through recognition really quickly, and then we have a short training, and then we all have homework. So this is maybe a little bit different how we would normally do most monthly meetings, but partly because of what we're actually all going for, which is kind of fun. So starting with recognition, we do recognition for anybody who had 2,500 new and you, which means yourself and anybody you personally sponsored counts into that. Top new and you was myself with over 3,100. And anybody that had 2,500 new and you was Esther Chesson, Sari Jones, Jennifer Peace, and myself. So give yourselves a hand.
Yay!
And top sponsoring is Jennifer Peace with 5. So I owe Jen flowers when I see her. So congratulations, Jen.
I like flowers. Yay!
Hey, Jen.
Top district. So this is a district manager, and district is the first level of Arbonne, where your paycheck will range anywhere from $200 to about $1,400. Top district is Jennifer Peace with $4,093. So congratulations to Jen again. We can't have a meeting where she actually gets flowers because it's like a snowstorm there, so we tried. In qualification for area manager is Sari Jones, sponsored by Ashley Breeza in Missoula. So congratulations to Sari. And she's in her 2nd month, so she should be completing this next month.
Yay!
Top area was myself and people that earned their own. And as an area manager, your paycheck is anywhere from about $1,300 to about $4,300, depending on where you are at in volume. And at every level, you're also able to earn a bonus. So district managers can earn a $200 cash bonus. Area managers can earn a $400 cash bonus. And regional vice president, the level that you get your car, they can earn a $600 cash bonus. And I want to say national vice presidents can earn an $800 cash bonus. So people that hit their district bonus was myself and Michaela Shager. So congratulations. I know with a headset you guys can't hear, so it just feels weird. Noise like it's noise canceling. And then all the people that hit 2,500 also earned the speaker from Arbonne. So again, that's Esther Chesson, Sari Jones, Jennifer Peace, and myself. And Arbonne's doing little incentives, which is kind of fun because that's something that pushes me. Like I work for those little gifts. And because we're counting our central district volume right now to earn trips, the top 3 central districts was myself with over 7,100, Michaela Shager with just over 7,000, and Marianne Hubbard with over 5,300. And Arbonne counts those central district volume towards us earning our trips. So make sure, if you don't have your little tracker, go to our Google Drive. My printer was really funky, and so it printed my tracker at this size instead of the whole page, which is fine because we don't even need it that big to mark it off, right? But then as you go, you highlight up the trunk of the tree what you're doing in sales, and then every district manager you promote, you color in a tree, a palm tree, and then when you earn level 5 and you also get the cash, you color in the cloud. So it helps keep you on track to what you're earning. So make sure you've got that. And if you want to be earning the trip and you're a new consultant jumping in, make sure that you register for the trip your very first month because Arbonne will double everything that you do for the trip. And it can feel completely untouchable. Every year it does for me too, and I've earned 3. But just keep going because it accumulates really quickly. And the more people you add on your team, the more that accumulates. So if you want to be earning a trip, be an activity. So I'm jumping into training really quick. It's not going to be anything that we've not heard or that we don't know. It'll be stuff that we've already talked about. The very, 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 very first thing are our trackers. So if you are on my team, in our team page, I just posted a little video that was talking about how to break down your goals. That was going along with the training that we're all doing with Deanna's training. That's imperative. If I have not seen your goals and you are or I'm the person that you would be reporting to, get your goals turned in. If you haven't broken them down, do that tonight after you've done work. Like, we're going to have it set up so that you can actually hang up and make some phone calls after you're done working, then do your goals. Okay? Because you need to be doing that in time that is you aren't able to create income, right? So after at least 8:30, most of the time I'm going to say 9. People are awake till 9. You can message them, you can call them, you can work in different time zones, whatever. But using that. But I had messaged Stacy Pereira and asked for, okay, you know, now that we broke down our goals for the year, and then we broke them into quarters and then months, and then you can break them down into weeks and so forth, how do I break them down to know what to do? You know, like, what's some advice? And her advice was this sheet right here. And then right after that, Deanna Herron trained on this yesterday. And she said, like, if you don't know where to start or everything's overwhelming, if you do not use the 40 Faces sheet, you won't succeed. Because if you are in, and on her sheet, she has it broken down so you can read, and I printed mine in black and white. But if you're only talking to 10 people a month, her training was that you're kind of in the game, right? If you were talking to 20 people, you're going to be doing about 6 presentations a month, and you're moving and grooving. If you're talking to 30 people, you're running with champions. Actually, 30, I think, is 6 presentations, 6 for success. You're running with champions, and if you're talking to 40, you're on fire. Because when you're talking to those 40 people, they're going to be leading you to other people. So this is what needs to happen. Like, if you don't know where to start, it doesn't matter, like she was saying in her training, it doesn't matter how you get that stuff booked. It doesn't matter if you're doing Facebook Live events, one-on-ones, presentations. Do what you need to do to get in front of people, but this is important. This is your homework. And if you're not doing that, then you're not working. And one of her other little trainings was, how do you stay in consistent activity? How do you do that? And that brought me back to this sheet, which we have trained on for months. And the theme is that people, it's like a New Year's resolution. People start something, and then they completely fizzle. And then we start something back up, and then it completely fizzles. It's like the whole sprint, puke, sprint, puke, sprint, puke. Okay, well, I'm sick of sprinting and puking, and I know most people are. When he said that, I just had to laugh because it's so true. This needs to be what we're doing every single day. And on the side, there's things on here that are non-negotiables. There's also things that you get to write in that you are able to personalize it for yourself. So it's not saying that to be successful or whatever, everybody has to do the exact same thing. It's just saying you need to be doing something, right? But like, if you don't know what you're eating for dinner, you're going to be distracted. So figure out what you're eating for dinner in the morning. Get your reading, your mentoring in. Make your bed. Like, if your bed's not made, your day your day won't be put together. Saying your goals 5 times, a minimum of 5 times a day. Like, that's why we have a Voxer group. Use it. We are all falling off the wagon. But I started thinking about this as I was like really not feeling very good at all. And I was just like, all right, am I sick because I quit saying in my goals that I was healthy? I was like, all right, so law of attraction. Like, it needs to come back because I've got stuff to do. I can't be sick. Cleaning your house for 15 minutes. If you have a tiny time limit on it, you're able to do something where you don't feel like you did nothing, right? Your Arbonne to-dos. And there's, on the home to-dos or your daily to-dos, there's extra blanks that you can fill in if you need to for stuff for yourself. But on the Arbonne to-dos, things that are non-negotiable is having your card box follow up. How many calls are you going to make? And you can write your number in there. The number of calls that you're making needs to match your goals. And if they don't, you're not going to hit your goals, right? You can't say, so for me, one of my new goals is going to be unacceptable. It's been unacceptable for me for the last 4 years to hit anything less than district bonus. Like the last 4 years, almost 5, I have not missed a district bonus once. My new goal is to make it that I'm not missing my area bonus. I'm hitting my district and my area bonus. Like, that's unacceptable, okay? So for me to hit my area bonus this coming month, I'm not going to hit it talking to 3 people a day or making 3 phone calls a day, right? So like your activity has to match what your goals are, or you're never going to hit them, right? And if you guys don't know this, like, you should know it because I said it, but if you don't know this, my goal is to promote to nation by the end of this year. Like, I want to be sitting on a beach in Maui next year in January. So our Christmas party is going to be moved because our Christmas party weekend is when Maui is. So that means there's room for you guys to promote, and there's room for you to find people that are also promoting with you, right? If that doesn't give you chills or goosebumps, I don't know what will. Like, it should excite you. What are your goals? Do you think your goals are scary? Okay, it wasn't as scary until I figured out a number and I wrote it down and I was like, it should scare you, right? It's a lot. But when I look at how many people, I broke mine down by $3,000 chunks, because most of the time, if people are hitting their $2,500 building block, they're hitting over that. When you're looking at it, it makes it not so scary to know that that's between 75 people. So that just shows me, where do we need to grow? We need to grow here. Sorry, wrong sheet, here. In growing with faces, I know what my focus is, and I've heard it. I've heard it a lot, but it just changes it. It's like helping you understand, why is it important to go for the business instead, right? So on that, asking for business appointments. How many are you going to ask for a day? Asking for presentations daily. And these, you might not have a number, because I kind of feel like if you're scared to ask somebody, you should ask them, right? So make sure you're asking for at least 1 a day, but you're going to know who you should be asking. It cannot be meeting the same people over and over again, okay? I'm sending out studies, whether it's a skincare or a nutrition, actually asking for them. And these aren't going to be hard when you're in activity. When you're in activity, these things are going to come normally every day, right? Hostess follow-up. I know, based on my goals and a couple other people I've talked to hit them, not kidding, 20 parties isn't going to cover it in a month, okay? Well, first of all, this is February. February only has 28 days, and today's the 6th. I also know I can't do a party on Valentine's Day at night. However, I could at lunchtime, right? Being creative, do something that's creative for people that don't have Valentine's, or that aren't married, or that don't have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever. I'm getting creative. I'm going to be gone for a couple days this weekend. So I know that I'm going to have to double up my presentations on other days. Great. If I'm going to work a Saturday anyway, do I want to do 1 party, or should I do 4? Like, it's really not that hard. For me, I know I need that to hit this. I can't make anybody else do it. But talking to other people, their goal is area by GTC. They're going to be doing the same thing. So it almost makes it feel less hard in a sense if you know you're not doing it by yourself. But if that's not where you're at, that's okay. But don't be mad at the people that are going to promote faster because that's what they're choosing, right? Like everybody chooses their own path. You can't be mad at somebody for choosing to run faster, right? But I'm not going to lie, watching the people that I was in Green Bay with, they just promoted to region. They were barely area managers in Green Bay. Like, it's frustrating, but I know they're working. And part of why she's working is because she's 3 months pregnant. She knows a baby's coming. She's got to make this happen before then. Like, we all have this huge life event that we're running away from, in a sense, when we could be using it to propel us, right? So that's a choice. Order follow-up. So hostess follow-up is huge because you have 80% more attendance when you actually call the people from a party. Following up with orders. That's why you have a card box. It's reminding you, it's an extension of your calendar, reminding you when to call them 2 days after they would have received their order. Checking back with people, within 2 days of watching an opportunity video or whatever. It's just helping you empty your mind into a box and then walk away and go to bed. So at night you can sleep, because after that, goals like that, I'm going to need sleep. And I don't have time to be sick. And then writing thank you cards. Making sure you're writing a thank you card to somebody every day, even if it's your hostess. Somebody just saying thank you, because the more grateful you are and the more thankful you are for things, the more it's going to come, because you're actually saying happy or saying thank you for what is coming. How many of you guys have a gratitude journal? I just started one because I don't remember whose training it was. Maybe if you remember, unmute yourself and say, I don't remember if it was maybe Deanna's. One of Deanna's first trainings was having a gratitude journal, or maybe it was Cecilia's. So the starting of the year, I started a gratitude journal. And even if I have 2 days that I don't put something in it, I'll go back, and because I know what happened the day before, I'll go back and enter something in because I know what it was, right? So maybe up here, under a non-negotiable, write in your gratitude journal. But just, it makes you aware of things.
I have a gratitude journal and a stress journal. So before I go to bed, I write everything that's stressing me out, I'm worried about, all that kind of stuff, so it empties completely out and I can sleep more soundly. And then on the flip side, to re-emphasize the positive, is the gratitude journal.
Okay. And actually getting stuff out that stresses you out is better than just keeping it and letting it build and build and build. On here, something that is a non-negotiable is writing six things down that you're going to do tomorrow. Okay, if you're on my team, you should have a list that looks kind of like this, right? Has a binder, and you keep it. Just is, this is my list, and it just keeps going. It's my little notebook. I carry it. If I need to take someone's order, I can write it down. But then I can go back to it and I can see what didn't happen from the day before that needs to. But are you writing your 6 top most important things down? The way we're going to hit these goals for anybody, I used Krista for her goals when I did the call the other night. The only way December is going to come and you guys will be sitting there as regional vice presidents or above, the only way it's going to happen is by planning. If we're not planning and we're taking out the tools that are helping us plan, it won't happen, because it is easy to get sidetracked. And I'm telling you, because I get sidetracked. Something little happens and I'm like, ooh, that sounds like fun. I want to go do that. Great. I get to go do that after I've put a check mark on my day. If I haven't put a check mark on my day, I can't go. And it's pointless to wait till the end of the day to do it, right? If you have time, it is a lie that no one will answer your phone during the day and we have to wait till after 6:30 to call somebody. That's not true. Call them when you have the time, because they're busy. They're going to answer you or call you back when they have the time, right? and reading your winning image story morning and night. And I don't remember whose training it was that I just heard this on again. It could have been Deanna's. I've been listening to SoundClouds when I was running. I was listening to SoundClouds too. But they're talking about somebody new helping them get a winning image story, which out of that you would get their why or their I story. And how huge it is. Like, we have the breakdown sheet that tells you the little requirements in our party, right? And it's not that hard. But go over it with your sponsor. Go over it if you're brand new and there's a layer of people that are brand new, go above them. Like, the purpose of somebody being your leader is to help you. How can they help you if you bring them nothing, right? Like, let people help you. So that is our training. Because of who I know is going to watch this, and I know Nancy's also going to watch this, so hi, Nancy. Because this being our training, homework is, and this will maybe be in announcements, our opportunity will be utilizing Deanna Herron's opportunity videos. Okay, she's got NVPs. It's stupid for me to be doing a Discover Arbonne when somebody making a lot more money is going to do it live and is happy to do it to help me build and grow a team, right? People cannot only hear one person talking. So the people that Deanna's bringing in, when I told her what I was doing, she's like, well, it'd be easy for you to free up another day and just have people do that. The only guideline or what strictness rule to that is that you have to ask them, they have to accept and say yes, that they will listen to it before you add them to that group. It cannot just be multiple random added people to their events. They have to be confirmed yeses. And then send them a reminder that just says, hey, the video is up and live. You know, have you been able to listen to it, or they're going live or whatever, and then follow up with them. Doing that instead of our Discover Arbonne. So we will only have a monthly meeting, but we have Voxer to connect. If you are not on Voxer and you are not connecting, you need to be. It's the same as talking on the phone. Yes, it makes a little funky walkie-talkie noise. Good, get over it, use it. Like, we have to stay connected or this isn't happening. Not for me, not for any of you guys. If this is important to you and you want what you wrote on papers and you want what I helped you figure out, this cannot be scary to you anymore. Okay? This is your best friend. You should die if someone takes your phone away. Not for Facebook. Like, that's, you know, it's your lifeline, right? So using that, using Voxer, if you don't have a winning image story or you think it's weird or stupid, how do you listen to the winning image call that gives you the guidelines of what to put in and what not to put in? If you haven't, that's your homework. Write it down. It's not hard, but I'm somebody that if I think I'm going to do it wrong, I don't want to do it because I want to do it correctly. So what I found, though, is even after listening to Jerry's call to how to do it, I went and wrote my story, and then I still will tweak it. Like, as I'm reading it constantly every day, twice a day, I tweak it because some things like don't fit. Maybe as I'm reading it, I'm like, I really don't want that. Maybe, you know, whatever. It's okay. Let it flow. The gist of it will stay the same, and that's it. And then out of that, you're also going to get your goals, right? The I'm so happy and grateful for. What's the first thing you're going for? Start saying it. And I just re-listened to the visualization training that Jack Canfield did, where he's saying he trains people to visualize for 5 minutes a day the goal that they want. And they don't quit, like, once in the morning and once at night. And they don't quit it until it's actually in their life. So visualizing, what does it look like for you to have it? Where, you know, what's your life? You actually feel like you're standing there with it, like you've got it. You close your eyes and you see it. How do you feel? Will you feel stupid the first few times you do it? Yes. But what do you want more? Feeling stupid going to what we're doing every day? where we hate it, going to like looking at our bank account and hating that our bank account's got sitting what's in it? What feels worse? Feeling stupid sitting in your bed visualizing for 5 minutes to make something different, or living what we're doing every day? The only reason it feels weird or stupid is that we're not used to it. So training it to make habit. And this little sheet will make habits. And something that I love, Deanna's in her training, whoever fills these out and hits 40 gets a gift. Not like a paycheck's not enough incentive, but like little presents completely changed it. We're like, okay, cool. Like, I can't wait. What's the present, right? Like, you're more excited to do it because you know you're getting something. So use those things. Going area, you get a gift. Go area before Vegas, you get a gift. Like, why wouldn't you want to go to the spa for the day? Just saying. And there's plenty of things to pick. So it's not like you have to go and all do the same thing. But that's kind of that's what we need to work on. So homework is, if you've written your goals out like this and you broke them down, and either you've listened to the training or we talked, if you broke them down for the year and then you broke them down into quarters so you know what you need to be doing, this is your minimum, right? For some people, it's going to require more of these sheets. That's okay. Fill up your first one. Maybe when you print them double-sided. So you can print them and flip it and have another one just in case. But good. It's talking about taking your bowling lane from 40 feet to 4 feet. We're all going to 1 foot, right? And if our parameters or protocol, whatever it was called, all I remember is the bowling alley. If our lane is this big, we're never going to hit the goal that requires a lane to be this big. The only difference is the activity is so fast that you're going through it way quicker than the person sitting next to you, right? So if that's what you want, go do it. So I'm going to unmute all of you guys, and you can tell me what your homework is. Maybe I'm going to unmute you all. So you guys can repeat back to me what your homework is so I know there's no confusion.
I'm doing the winning image call and the winning image story because I still have yet to do that.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to do, watch the goal breakdown thing and make my goals on paper and then send them to you.
Okay, so send them to me, but then post them on Facebook. Like, put them in our group.
Okay.
Because for the longest time, Krista was the only one that had done it. And it wasn't because I knew I didn't want to do it, Krista. I was like, okay, I need to make sure I'm doing this correctly. But then even just standing up, like sleeping was needed to happen because I'm tired of not having a voice. But
okay.
And where is that call?
On call's
the
on our
winning
page.
image?
On the winning images under Google Drive under getting started.
Okay.
And so what time is okay time to work on your homework?
After 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Or 9.
After 9 o'clock. Because every one of us, if we're quitting at 8:30, we're not hitting any of these. No one is. Right? Like, I'm not kidding. There's at least 4 of us that we figured it out. We will literally be doing a minimum of a party a day. Or if we don't want to do a party a day, we're going to be combining it. So there's like 3 or 4 on Saturday to make up, right? We're kind of late starting. We have days to make up for already, and we have days that are coming that we won't be working that we need to compensate for. So the booking challenge goes through this Friday morning at 6.
Who gave the booking challenge? You? Ah. And where is that? Where is that call? I missed that, sorry.
That one's on Voxer. I redid it on Voxer because everybody was sick when I did the call, like different people were sick and like stuff was happening. So changed it from ending Sunday to going from today through Friday. So for anybody who has over 22, you have a gift for Vegas. For anybody whoever has the most, I'm taking on a date while we're in Vegas. So, and 22, as in 22 in less than 6 weeks. So from now through the middle of March.
So 22 held or 22 booked?
You need to have 22 booked.
Just checking.
And is it just parties or is that one-on-ones also?
Only parties.
Okay.
And from the goals that I helped all you guys figure out, that should be nothing because you're going to need 22 for just this month anyway. Right?
Okay.
Like otherwise it's like, okay, whatever. But here's something to think about too. Do you want to go crazy for 3 months and probably hit your goal in 2 months? Worst case scenario, it takes you 3 months. But go crazy for a couple months with everybody, or watch everybody do it and watch them promote and sit back and feel bad about it, and then have to create your own commotion after the commotion already left. Like, what's more fun? Because I was sitting there watching, like helping you guys with goals, and I was like, okay, I don't really have the energy to do that. I've done it. I did this 4 years ago when I went area really quickly. I don't really know if I want to do this again. However, I'm not the same person. And what I've learned and how to do it differently, I've showed you guys. So it's not going to require as much energy because a lot of the kinks are worked out because I worked them all out 4 years ago, right? But you're going to get your groove as you go. You're going to find your own groove. And if you don't find your own groove, it's not going to be habit for you guys to work normally. So make up, like the call said, have a list of pros and cons. Make up why should you do it and what are you going to have to give up if you're going to do it. No one can decide for you. And people will tell you you're crazy. You can be crazy with the people that are having fun, or you can be crazy with the people that are broke.
I'm going to be crazy rich.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still a little confused about the calls. I missed that. Which call is the one with the goals breakdown? That's the call from Deanna.
It's on our team call. It's on our team page.
A call that you did?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Because I took Deanna's call, and then we went through it, and I broke it down with people after I'd asked questions and been like, okay, how do you do this? What do you do? How do you make sure you're breaking it down? What does it look like? And then we did it with Krista's goals for the year, and then went through and like broke it down to show people how to break it down like that.
It's the YouTube one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Here I get it. Okay, now I see it.
Yeah. Yep.
Do Facebook parties count as parties as like for the challenge and stuff?
They do, as long as that person gets you a guest list.
Okay.
Like, just making sure that people are actually watching it. And it doesn't matter if one person watches it, but as long as the hostess is actually, and don't tell them that, but like as long as they're actually adding people, because like even for you, for instance, Judy's a perfect example. A lady named Julie hosted for her, and 2 weeks ago I don't even know if she had anybody to actually watch the live, and she was really bummed.
Just Julie came on.
Yeah, she was bummed. And I was like, well, don't be. Just make sure that you're talking about it with people and adding people. But she is like this close to signing up as a consultant, and part of her deciding factor, she already wants to go to Vegas. And I called her and was like, you're not going to Vegas if you don't get signed up, and sign up for Vegas now. Like, they're selling out. So if this is kind of important, you need to get your butt geared now. So, like, it could be the little things that entice somebody. So if that one person, if you don't have that one sign up or that, like that person counts, right? What happens if you show up to a party? Okay, first of all, let me rephrase. What happens if you are the hostess or you are the consultant for a party that there's only one person going to? Do you go or do you not go?
you go.
Always. Even if it's a Facebook Live. Even if no one has confirmed that they're coming, you do it. Why? Because if that party is public and those people are invited, you could end up connected to someone in someone else's feed. Because you're live, somebody else would watch you and say that they're going. You could have a new consultant that wasn't even invited to that party. Right? So set your parties up public. Just heads up. I was going to say something else, and I don't remember. That's like on a roll. Does anybody have questions? No? Okay. You have half an hour to hang up right now and start making phone calls. It doesn't matter. Like, go through your calendar. You should already know, because we've all done this call already, you should already know what days you're booking parties on, right? Start calling people. If you can't call them or it's too late or you don't have a phone number, message them on Facebook. Like, get in front of people however it takes, like whatever it takes. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I can't find a pen.
Keep getting boob shots tonight between you two girls.
You what?
Keep getting boob shots.
Sorry.
We're keeping it real. Okay. I will talk to you all
Okay.
soon, and I'll upload this as soon as I can, and then other people that missed can watch. Hugs, and if you want, I can just stop recording, and you guys can all mute and work while you're on Zoom. That's up to you. My Zoom will stay on, but